Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 newcomers for MCC update for 2023 because I'm going to change my list because I want to. I think there's some new candidates that would make a lot of sense to be added, and yeah, I just wanted to discuss that real quick. To get started, let's do some honorable mentions. Actually, before we do that, let's review what the list was previously. Honorable mentions were Delta, then Fulham, and Etho, because I'm pretty sure Etho expressed that he's not interested, so that's why he was just an honorable mention. It would be cool to see him in, but I don't think he will. I put myself at 10, I'm pretty sure. Booster at 9, Radoons at 8, Quarter Jade at 7, Crumb at 6, Curryway at 5, Mysticat at 4, Wally Bear at 3, Ted and J Schlatt at a shared second place. I then threw in Goku as a joke, and then my actual one, number 1 was Jimmy Hare, which I think was an okay list. Would I change it? Yes. Do I still want all of these people in? Of course. If they get the chance to play, that would be really epic. However, my list has changed. Some of you may be able to recognize why, but let's start. Honorable mentions, XQC. Now, this one might seem a little bit odd because you would think that he would be up top on the list. But I'm pretty sure he's blacklisted from the event, so I don't know if he can be in. I don't think he has the ability to be in the event. If he can, then he would probably rank higher, but that's why he's an honorable mention, because I don't think he's allowed to be in, but it'd be really funny. So, you know, it'd be really funny. Here's another honorable mention. This one might seem a bit out of pocket. It's a whole team. What do you mean? I think this team's fantastic, and it would be really funny for Lifesteal to have a team like this to get introduced. I think these two people, Ashwag and Radoons, are perfect candidates for a team with Tommy and Tubbo. Would be extremely funny. However, it's an honorable mention because it's very unlikely to happen, I think. First of all, to add 2 new people, one of which has very high ping, barely streams, or I don't even know if Ash can stream. I'm not sure. And Red is very good, so unlikely to happen, but honorable mention, regardless. So yeah, this is the entire team is the honorable mention. And then Jaden Animations, who has been announced to be on the Quackity SMP, the Q SMP. I don't know if she would be interested. Maybe, not sure. I don't know if she's ever if she even knows what it is. But if she does, then maybe I don't know. I think it'd be really fun to see Jaden in. Didn't put her on the top 10 list because I have no clue if she's interested or even if she knows what it is. But would be really, really awesome to see her in. Let's get started with the actual list, starting at number 10. Owen's Juice. Now, this one is pretty obvious. Owen has left the Noxtrew and is now technically eligible to be a player. He has expressed that he's not planning to join right away. But I think everyone understands that whenever Owen wants to join, he can probably be added very, very quickly. I think Owen is a really cool guy. I think he should be in the event. I think he'll be a really nice addition. I don't think he'll be a problem when it comes to being too good, but I also think he is good. I think he'll rank maybe a little bit above Becky, maybe a similar strength, depending on the practice. I think he'll be a really fun person to see in. Knows a lot of people, just great guy, and family friendly, which is always nice. So that's number 10. Number 9, Sleepy. Now, I have a little thing to pick with Reddit. I saw you guys beg for Sleepy to be added, and then I also know why. I know why. It's because everyone saw them in Block Wars, and I was like, oh, this guy's kind of funny. What if we had him in MCC? Stop stealing my players, alright? Stop stealing my players. Yeah, no, Sleepy's really funny. I've teamed with him in 2 events now. Block Wars is one of them, and MCL. Really funny guy. Big enjoyer of Sleepy. And yeah, I think having him in MCC would be really funny. It would make no sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but he only knows like 2 people that are in the event, which I think is Callum and 5UP, obviously. But yeah, I would love to see him in. He would probably be pretty good. Not like he could be like a low mid player, but I don't think he would be in, but it'd be funny. It's like kind of the same with XQC. Does it make sense? Is it funny? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Next up, number 8, Izuma Void. Now, I think Izuma is a really cool, really chill dude. He's from Hermitcraft, for those of you who don't know. I think he has expressed interest in the past. I don't know if he has contacts with Scott. I don't know if he knows that he has to message Scott to get in. But, would love to see him in. I know he streams. I think he has an okay shot. I think if he were to be interested and is on Scott's radar, the chance of him getting in, pretty high. So yeah, big vouch for Azuma getting in. That's him at the number 8 slot. He does like the Minecraft update like recaps. I don't know if you've seen them. You might have. Yeah, cool guy. Number 7, Wally Bear. I think Wally used to be either higher or lower on the list. He could have been number 7. I don't remember. I think mentioning Wally still is fair. However, we already know that he's on the wait list, so we barely need to mention him. But he's going to be in the event probably at some point, which makes sense because Wally's huge. He knows a lot of people. Really cool guy. I've teamed with him in a couple of things now, or like 2. It's been like, sorry. Been like 2 events, but one of them was Wipeout twice. Yeah, he's a really funny guy, really silly, goofy guy. I think he'll be a great addition to the MCC roster. He is very good though, so be careful. Number 6, Jimmy here. Now Jimmy has gone down the list from 1st to 6th because I think the other candidates make more sense to be added. I think Jimmy is a really cool guy. I think he would be very unique to be added to MCC, but he's only very briefly expressed interest. I don't know if he has contacts with Scott. Maybe. Oh, you can see my music now. Yeah, I think Jimmy would be really funny. He's the Wednesday My Dudes guy, for those of you who don't know. He's a pretty big content creator. He does Try Not to Laugh, or like You Laugh, You Lose. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, would be really cool. Number 5 now, Small Ant. I don't know if he was higher on the list last time. I just put him here because he has briefly expressed interest in joining MCC. He'd be really cool to be added, but I don't think he's on Scott's radar. Would be a very, very awesome addition to the roster. He would kind of stand out a little bit because, yes, he knows a good portion of the people. He doesn't know. He isn't really incorporated into the Minecraft scene that much. He's known by a lot of people. He's very recognizable. But, like, I mean, the same with, like, Jimmy would be a bit of a standout player. Wally would fit in nicely. Izuma should fit in nicely. Sleepy would be a standout player. Owen should fit in nicely. Kind of that type of thing. I think it would be really fun to have him in, though. He's a variety creator, obviously. So, yeah, I would love to see him in. I think that'd be really awesome. So, yeah, number 4, Misty. I think Misty was on number 4 last time. I was debating on putting Misty higher. But I think a 4th place is a very fair place to be in. Misty obviously does a bunch of like redstone command block videos, which are all really awesome. Mojang's number 1 enemy, which is pretty awesome. Sorry for the yawns. Yeah, I mean, obviously Misty is one of my best friends online. It would be very cool to see Misty in. Not sure how good of a chance Misty has. I think I don't know if Misty has contact with Scott. I don't think so. But if they do, maybe they have a chance. Misty is, like, I would say higher mid when it comes to MCC, especially because Misty hasn't played in a long time. Misty left around the same time I did, which is a year and a half ago. So yeah, would love to see Misty in though. I think Misty's skill is very variable. I think Misty could end up being probably the best all-round player, but not really like I think like a top 15 player, but I think Misty would be like pretty solid and good at like everything. So could be a great add to the event. Could be a very unique player. Number 3, Curryway. I don't remember if Curry was higher or lower. I know I recapped the entire list with like half the people on it. But yeah, Curry. Sorry for the yawns again. Curry has ever since the last video has done a lot of cool things. Obviously he worked for the Mets, which is cool. He's doing his 10,000 speedrun thing, I'm pretty sure. He played with Ludwig, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, bunch of cool stuff happened, and I think having him in MCC would be another very cool thing for him to be a part of. Obviously, he is very good. Like, in his first block wars, he got 3rd. So, in his first MCC, could he get 10th? Or top 10? Probably. So, obviously, a player to be careful of. However, a very cool guy. Obviously, I would personally vouch for him. We put him in block wars, so, I mean, they should put him in MCC. I think that's fine. He is just very good. MCC has a problem with a lot of good players. So yeah, number 2, Shadoon, and the entire, well, not the entire Spanish community, but let's get back to this. Anyone else wish some Spanish streamers were added to MCC? Now Reddit, this is my second call out for you. Stop watching events and then being like, oh, this event, this person was cool. Maybe they should be added to MCC. Obviously, yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, but it's not. It's easier said than done. First of all, Scott has to know that they're interested. Scott has to know who they are. I think he knows at this point. I know he follows some people. I think it'd be really cool to see them in. I am not very sure about how good the Spanish creators are. I know there's some really good or really high skill players. I'm not going to try to mention all of them because I will probably mix some Spanish and like German or French people up because I am honestly not that well researched in the different language groups. I know Shadoon is one of them. I teamed with Shadoon in Minecraft 2 like a while ago. He was really cool, so I would love to see him in. That's also why I mentioned him here, because he's the only one that I teamed with, so I thought it was a good one to mention. Any of the other big ones would be cool. Maybe MCC scuffed? Probably not. But who knows at this point? Yeah, it would be really cool to see the Spanish community get represented in MCC. I think Shadoon is a good pick. He is very good, though. Obviously, like a Rubius would be cool. Spreen, is that correct? No, Spreen. It's just Spreen. Elrich? I don't know where Elrich is from. I know just the name Elrich. But yeah, it would be really awesome to see him in. And last but not least, for sure, potentially a bit unexpected, is Prince Zam. Now, you might think this is a little wild, wacky one, and now I'm calling this one before the Reddit starts doing it, because I know what you guys are like. You're gonna just gobble up any suggestion for a newcomer and be like, yes, oh, that would be a fantastic idea, which I think is awesome, but I'm taking credit for this one. Zam would be a fantastic ad. After the Streamer Award whole debacle of everything that happened, obviously Zam did not win, but that doesn't really matter. He was there and nominated, and it was huge for him. I know he met a couple of people. I think his name has been spread, and also looking at the Lifesteal SMP out of all the members, if you just look at what type of content they make, how good they are at the game, etc., I think Zam's a pretty good candidate. Because despite him not being the most recognizable Lifesteal member, or even arguably not even the top 5 most recognizable Lifesteal members, I mean, there's Parrot, Parker, or Rekrap 2. I'd say Red Dunes is pretty recognizable. Clown Pierce. There's probably more. Maybe he'll slip in number 5. I think Zam would be good. He's a good player. However, he's not like insane. I think a lot of Lifesteal has the potential to be a top 10 consistent player. I think Zam could be similar to Sneeg when it comes to performance, where he will range from between like 10th and like 30th, somewhere around there. Which I think is perfect, because I think when you think of Lifesteal, a lot of people think about like the best of the best, the big scary good PvP huge, like, big bulky men or whatever. Zam is good at PvP and good at parkour, but when it comes to events, he's just a little guy. He's just playing the game. He's having a good time. Yeah, he knows a bunch of people. I think he'd be a really cool ad. I don't think he knows Scott, so that's going to be a little tough. However, would love to see him in. He's currently my #1 pick for who should be added to MCC. Prince Zam from the Lifesteal SMP and from other places. Alright, thank you all for watching. I can't tell you to vote Zam, so subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Alright, goodbye.